I haven't forgotten about our meeting, and I feel there is still much to say. If you're still looking for answers, then meet me at these coordinates. 39 degrees north, 47.0238, at 100 degrees west, 26.7529. 10 minutes. All I need.
So in closing, my fellow Texans, my goals are simple. My heart is in this 100%, and with your help, we can show the world that there is a new world power. Its name is Texas.
That is, of course, Governor Paul Edwards from last week's public announcement that he will be running for president of Texas. The eyes of the world wait for this historic election. There is no better place to be than right here in Texas.
Fine speech, sir.
Thank you, Sheriff. It is said in the book of Luke that the kingdom of God lies not in one man, but in all men. How misleading is that verse? For all men are not and never will be equal, not even close enough to see the keys to the kingdom. Sure, it sounds nice, but who here believes that the people would ever trust some impoverished fool enough to lead them? No, this kingdom will be mine.
They will bring up the riots and the debates, sir.
Let them. Every state is dealing with revolts. That won't slow our movement.
Also, the ambassador is still waiting to meet with you. I don't think we can put it off much longer. She's actually in the building as we speak.
Fine. I wouldn't want anyone saying I wasn't a gentleman. Go show her in.
Yes, sir.
Sir, intelligence says we're closing in on West's location.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Please understand, Sam, if any of these vandals cause trouble for my campaign, I will hold you responsible.
Yes, sir.
I want to get word to all the gangs. Information on Derek West will bring them 2 months' rations plus medical.
Considered done.
Great.
Glad you showed up. Scouts told me you had arrived. I must admit, I was surprised.
10 minutes.
How long have you been here? Did anything weird happen?
No, just me this whole time.
Are you sure?
I'm fully aware of what could happen to us.
My father means more of this resistance.
Enough, Nicole. Enough. No man is bigger than the resistance. If you want to help, go do a 50-yard perimeter sweep.
50 yards? I could see that far. I wouldn't even need binoculars.
Go!
I see everyone's warmed up to me.
It takes time. But sadly, we are running out of it.
What do you mean?
The elections are near, and we will not be able to stand up against the combined forces of every state's militia.
So what do you think I can do about it?
Everyone needs someone. You will not be able to move around without being caught. I mean, you're a natural leader, Jacob. The resistance needs you.
Needs me for what? You seem to have everything in order.
Oh, my brother. It's only a matter of time before Sheriff Moore and his hounds catches up to us. We have plans. We have plans that needs to get moving. plans that need someone we can depend on.
Fourth and inches. Super Bowl 51. Quarterback hands you the ball and the defensive line stuff to play. What did you do?
I opted out my contract. Went into free agency.
Your team didn't need you? I'm sure they did.
Governor Edwards, Madam Ambassador Diana White.
Ambassador, it's a pleasure. Forgive me, but I don't follow international news much these days. How's things going stateside?
We are rebuilding, as is most of the world. And from what I've seen, Texas is just like everywhere else.
Hardly. I'd like you to meet Sheriff Sam Moore. He's handled state law enforcement for us from the beginning.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Now we've all been introduced, how can we assist you in your visit?
You must be a very busy man. I started to think I should have begun in Harris. Governor Foster, he was much more inviting.
Nathan Foster is a trust fund kid who got lucky when this whole damn thing went down.
I can tell you now that the U.S. is looking for someone to support in this election. And Governor Foster is the someone we'd like to support. We have to back the devil. Might as well back a devil we can control.
I take offense to that statement.
I don't know why you should. The speech you made last week has a lot of people very concerned.
I don't see why. Times changed. The world needs a man like me.
A man like you. You mean a man who is for big business? A man who has his entire state in a curfew? And the man who has a police force that protects and serves only you?
With respect to the ambassador, I don't think you understand how we do things.
I don't. Explain the riots, the resistance to Governor Edwards' changes.
Sam, do you not have some other business to attend to?
Yes, sir.
It's nice to meet you, Sam.
Ms. White, can I offer you something to...
No, thank you.
Shame. Rhonda makes a wonderful sweet tea. Thomas Jefferson once said, "The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants."
I am familiar with...
My point is, you view me as a tyrant, and I won't deny it. Under my watch, Texas will be a world power, or it will be nothing at all.
Make the lie simple. Make it big. Keep saying it. And eventually, people will believe it.
It is not truth that matters, but only victory. Now, if there's nothing else, Miss Bradley can show you out.
I thought about my daughter, my bank account, my desire to win. My O-line failed me. And I don't deal with defeat easy.
I see. It's gonna get bad out here. I think we should cut our losses and leave Texas.
That's not an option, my friend. The misery that's upon us is nothing but the passing of greed and the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. And the hate of men will pass, and dictators will die. And the power that was taken from the people will be returned to the people. And as long as men die, liberty would never perish.
Is that Chaplin?
Yeah, man, it was. It still sounds good after all this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. think my plans of leaving Texas are still set.
Well, I guess all I can say is, safe travels, my friend. God bless you. Take care. Nicole!
How'd it go?
He'll come around. Pretty soon, you won't have a choice. Keep your eye on him, okay? Let's get out of here.